I haven't seen you for weeks, Sid. Where have you been hiding? I miss that wrinkly face staring blankly at me over the top of your newspaper. I'm too busy working, Hancock. I can't tell you. It's a secret. Good grief. Did I hear you utter the words work and Sidney James in the same sentence? Are you feeling all right, Sid? Yeah, very funny, but it's true. All right, Sid. Tell me what you've been working at. Let's just imagine we're having a proper conversation at the breakfast table, shall we? What, like husband and wife? Mind your own business. Pardon me for living, Mr. Shirty-Gurty. Oh, very well, I know when I'm not wanted. I'll go upstairs and wash me teeth. Suit yourself. Yeah, Sid's in a bit of a mood. I hope he's all right. He hasn't paid this week's rent. Mind you, if he had paid this week's rent, he definitely wouldn't have been all right. He's getting to that age, isn't he? Things don't work as well as they used to. The wrinkles start to get wrinkles. Women don't notice you anymore. Yes, it must be difficult with someone with Sid's lascivity to find out that all the objects of your lust are dead. That's it, the male menopause. That's what they call it, don't they? I'll have to tread carefully. Be sensitive to the poor bloke. Hey, Sid. How's the male menopause going? What are you talking about? Menopause is for women. Oh, men can get it too. You've got it, haven't you? If you want to talk about it, I've got a shoulder you can cry on. Of course I haven't got the menopause. I'm as right as rain, Hancock. Of course I haven't got it, on account of I'm much younger than you, Sid. Me hormones don't need topping up like what yours do. It's a good job I don't know what you're on about, or I'd probably thump you. No need to be like that, Sid. It's not my fault. It comes to all of us. The day when the old libido packs up. The libido hasn't packed up. I'm just as attracted to women as ever. I have to beat them off with a stick, unlike you. Or have you forgotten? All right, suit yourself. If you want to cope with it all on your own, that's fine by me. The last of your male bravado. But if you don't, you know where to find me, don't you? Stop interfering. You're becoming a busybody. Very well, Sid, but if you can't confide in your best buddy, then something's wrong, isn't there? We live in a modern age, don't forget, Sid. If you want to start wearing women's clothes, that's fine by me. It's 8 o'clock, and Sid's off again. The same motor has just arrived. That strange-looking man who's driving it gets out and it's coming to the door. Perhaps he's Sid's new buddy and he doesn't need me anymore. If I'm quick, I'll find out what it's all about.
Good morning, Mr. James. You're looking very smart. As pretty as a picture.
And you're up good and early as ever, Mr. Pestle. Right, so let's get at it. Hello, chaps. Turning out to be a lovely day, isn't it? You're acquainted, are you?
Oh, yes, not half. We've become good chums, haven't we, Sid? And we're going off to put the finishing touches to Sid's dick.
No, you don't have to tell him, Mr. Pestle. Keep stum. He's only being nosy. He's got no right to be asking.
I'm well known lately.
I bet you are. Sid's dick, eh? Whatever can you mean by that? Yeah, well, we're just off, Hancock. We got to rush. These hours are precious. Mr. Pestle, I must warn you, Sid's always doing something wrong. Always got a little side hustle on the go, haven't you, Sid? He needs careful handling. Come on, let's go. Right, if I get in the car, I might be able to follow them. Sid could be in trouble. I don't like the look of this Pestle fella. I'll get the car. There they are, at the bottom of railway cuttings. He looks like a snail and drives like one too. He's turned into the Cheam Road. Blast it, I can't go any slower, but if I'm not careful, they might see me. I know, I'll overtake and wait for them to catch me up. they've caught me up. Here they come. Wait a minute, they're going into the East Cheam Art College. What the earth for? What's the old dog up to?
Right, you know where to go by now, Mr. James. Don't be shy, just take off all your clothes this time. And just remember, we're all men, we've all got the same bits, haven't we?
So, you want me to take all me clobber off now, do you, Mr. Pastel? I suppose it's in the name of a good cause, isn't it? This is the bit I've been dreading. What was that outside?
I think someone's trying to get in the window. Probably a burglar.
I'll have a look out the window. It's you, is it, Hancock? What are you doing? Nothing. I'm thinking of taking up art, like you, that's all. You're witnessing is a bit of performance art. You've caught me in the middle of it. You've got it wrong, Hancock. I'm not here to do art. So, what are you here for? Never you mind. I'll tell you when I'm ready. All right, if you're not ready to spill the beans, so be it. And if you need any help, Sid, you know I'm here for you. Thanks very much, Hancock, but I don't want you here for me. Mr. Pastel, could you draw the blinds, thanks?
Of course I can. I'm very good at drawing, aren't I?
I'm afraid I think my landlord is up to no good. Well, I'll be damned. That's rude. It's not as if it's me that's up to no good, is it?
Good morning, it's you again. I'm just about to draw the curtains. Someone has just said there's a peeping Tom outside the life class. Have you seen him?
No, I can't say I have. What's he look like?
He's about your height, 40-ish, fat with a chubby face and a bit portly. It's not a crime to be ugly though, is it? If it was, that peeping Tom would be in prison, wouldn't he?
Well, from that description, it obviously can't be me, can it, Mr. Pastel? Who complained? What's he supposed to be peeping at?
It was Mr. James who complained, if you must know. We're doing a life class. That's where people are painting or drawing in the nude. Some people are a bit sensitive, especially when other people like to leer at them. You're a leerer, ain't you?
Nonsense. I am not a leerer. And you don't want him in there. He's a Casanova. He's been out with every woman in Cheam. He's a risk. You'll need to keep an eye on him, especially if there's women about. Especially if they are naked.
You've got it all wrong. You've got it arse about face like Picasso. It's a male-only class, this is. Just me and him.
I can assure you that Sid does not like men. If I got around 23 railway cuttings in me Y-fronts, he starts throwing things. No, male nudity and Sid James don't get on well together, Mr. Pastel. You take my word for it. What on earth's that?
I've just killed the police about the peeping Tom.
Jolly good. I hope you catch the dirty beggar.
Well, in that case, you had better start her quick.
Enjoy yourself today, did you say? Yeah, not so bad. How about yourself? Me? I've just been out and brought a new lock for my bedroom door. As it happens. That's interesting. Why on earth did you do that, mate? I would tell you, but I don't think you'd like the answer. There's nothing for dinner, by the way.
He's sitting. He's my favourite model. He's the best dick I've ever painted. Dick's a speciality of mine.
No, he isn't. He's out with a bird. He's a 100% red-blooded male. He's not a model.
He's a model, and a very good one at that. He asked me to come round and show him Dick.
I think you've got the wrong end of the stick, mate, if you excuse the pun. He's not interested in men, and I found your open importuning difficult to stomach on my front porch, so I'll bid you good day before I go to the bathroom and get physically ill.
No, stop messing about. I'm only an humble artist trying to earn a crust.
You may see yourself as an artist, but others will see you as a sad, pathetic wretch who likes chasing men, I can assure you. And I am one of those.
Have I upset you or something? Didn't Mr. James tell you about me? Hasn't he said nothing?
No, he hasn't. and I wouldn't listen if he had. Ah, good, it's Mr. Pastel. Nice to see you. Have you brought me the dick to show me? Hancock's not annoying you, is he?
I'm afraid he is. So it's nice to meet someone in his house who isn't raving mad.
Yeah, it's all right, Hancock. You can go now. I don't need me hand holding. I've never held your hand. The suggestion, sir. No, I'm staying here. I'm not having my lodger taken advantage of. If you don't stop all this nonsense, Hancock, I'm going to have to leave. You leave me for him? What's he got that I haven't got? Central heating?
What is he on about, Sid? He does know you've been posing in the nude, doesn't he? Just two lads together.
I'm going to stick my fingers in my ears and hum loudly. I'm not used to this sort of talk. I went to an all-girls school. Relax, Hancock. Nothing's going on. It's all open and above board.
Are you jealous or something? I'll do you if you like. I'll only charge you the going rate.
Look here, Pastel, if you're looking for a punch up the bracket, you're going the right way about it. The police ought to know about you. Relax, Hancock. I've only been posing for charity. It's for a good cause and everything. It may be a good cause to you, Sid, but for the rest of us, it's a moral flaming outrage, mate.
Hang on, I'll show you my dick.
You take a step nearer me, Pastel, and I'm calling the police. I'll have you arrested for fragrancy. What's this? It's a portrait of you, Sid. I've been trying to tell you, Hancock. I've been posing for a pub sign as Dick Turpin, and Mr. Pastel is a painter. How was I supposed to know? I thought you were being compromised and blackmailed.
We're doing it for charity. Loads of people are doing new pub signs and donating the money we get from them to charities for pubs that are in difficulty.
Well, I suppose that would be a cause close to your heart, Sid. It's got the ring of truth about it. The landlord at the Highwayman's asked me if I would pose for one because of me being in the Carry On Dick film. Yes, well, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. It's better to be safe than sorry, isn't it?
I know. I'll do one of you if you like. Then you can have the full dick experience.
Do me? What as exactly? What about the pub opposite the chemist, Hancock, in the High Street? The Scots pub, the Piper. Yes, that's an idea, Sid. I've got Scottish ancestry. The McHancocks, yes. And I could pose tastefully with the bagpipes, hiding the you-know-whats down there. He's foreign.
I'd much rather paint you doing the gay Gordons, Mr. Hancock, and you could lift your kilt up.
I bet you would.